commercials satellite photograph of the entire Korean peninsula with these selected prison camp locations of each of these different prison slave labor camps are characterized by extreme phenomena of repression. Lifetime imprisonment and guilt by association up to 3 generations in the Kwan Li So, forced abortion and ethnic infanticide in the provincial detention centers along the North Korea-China border, the practice of torture and extremely high rates of deaths in detention from forced labor and below subsistence level food rations permeate the system and these camps at all levels. Who was arrested because she was overheard singing South Korean pop. With respect to the situation of North Koreans in China, I hope that the U.S. will speak to the Chinese about allowing the UNHCR access to North Koreans in China, or pending that step, simply to stop the repatriation of North Koreans until it can be verified that the extreme punishment of repatriated North Koreans has ceased. I would also hope that the United States, preferably in cooperation with South Korea and Japan, can approach the Chinese about a program of orderly departure, first asylum, and third country resettlement, if that's the only way to empty out the Kwan Li So penal labor colonies.
Worked a great deal on human rights in this, and I would plug in for here, breaking the real axis of evil. Ambassador Palmer, delighted to have you here. Mike.
I don't think we're going to get a lot of cooperation out of China. My own sense is that because they are a dictator, that mostly they're supporting Kim Jong-il, and although I agree we should put pressure on them to cooperate on the refugees, my own sense of the bottom line is that they're really on the wrong side and are likely to continue to be on the wrong side. Russia's another situation. It's sort of a half democracy or half dictatorship. I think with Putin there is a chance, and we should work hard on him to let refugees come out into Russia.
The correct enunciation. Together with his colleague at the Brookings Institute, Michael Hanlon, Professor.
At the end of the day, the only thing that really works, though, is people power, in my judgment. If we look at all of the change that has taken place, not only in communist regimes, but in the Philippines, in Indonesia, in Argentina, in Chile, and in fact in South Korea itself, in ousting dictators, what really works is getting a nonviolent people's movement going.
Is previously shown by Tokyo Broadcasting Service. They own the copyrights to this. To Hungary, he helped persuade its last dictator to leave power. Ambassador Palmer is the author of a fabulous new book that I'll put a plug in